world record transfer of Paul Pogba.
With Paul Pogba.
He'll end with Paul Pogba, I think, leaving Manchester United.
Do you think that he is a bad influence on the rest of the group then?
Yeah, I think he is world class. I wouldn't believe a word he says.
Paul Pogba.
I wonder whether he's training properly. He's not a Pirlo, he's not a Modric, he's not a Toni Kroos.
Paul Pogba is the star of the show again.
He's not as good as he thinks he is.
For me, I watch Paul Pogba and I think he can literally do everything. Everything.
Pogba at Juventus was excellent.
He's more of a person who will win games for you, and that's what you pay £90 million for.
An iconic French goal for Paul Pogba. Where's he been, for heaven's sake?
He's a bit of a YouTuber, isn't he?
Scoring goals and winning matches for Manchester United.
He's letting his agent speak negatively about the club.
Pas toujours écouter les journaux.
Easy first question, how are you?
Great, as always. So, I always had the ball at home, so I used to kick it when I was young. And you start from there. I always loved football. I had DVDs. I used to put a lot of cassettes of football, Pelé, Maradona. I used to watch this. And
Paul Pogba is the classic story of, a kid who basically spent his childhood growing up playing football on the streets in his council estate. He came from Roissy, and Paul Pogba spent his time playing football.
I enjoy playing football. I do what I love, and I just give I give 100 every time. So I'm very happy that my mom trusted me and my dad trusted me. They let me follow my dream. I only think about the pitch. I want to do great. I want to be one of the best. I want to win titles. I want to achieve things.
He's a strong character and it makes him stronger. I just cannot believe we still sit here in 2019 talk about these instances.
Nobody talks about it like we should, I think.
He left United 4 years ago for a nominal fee and then went on to win 4 Serie A titles and the Coppa Italia twice.
But he was ready for the challenge to go and prove them wrong and go there and become an even bigger player and saying, listen, I left because I wasn't happy, but I've got no grudges.
Это большой какой момент, какой гол! Пол Погба! Это невероятно! Это невероятно! Пол Погба!
Solo un tiro, Pogba! Il vantaggio della Juve al 19esimo! Finalmente Paul Pogba!
Manchester United have announced the signing of Paul Pogba in a world record transfer from Juventus.
It was like I just came back home and I just went for a holiday. It looks like I went for a holiday. I come back home, I'm happy. And I see everyone, the same person, and just a great feeling, to be honest.
Lid with a corner. Pogba! It gets better for United. His first ever goal for the club.
It's Pogba! Comes to life in a Manchester United shirt.
Pogba! Oh, that's super. When he struts, he is some player. And Paul Pogba strutted all right.
We made the decision that from now Paul is just a player and not a captain.
Any explanation about Paul's words? You must get him and ask him.
Maybe we lose confidence. Maybe things went wrong. A lot of talking outside, maybe for other players that we weren't used to.
Well, if you're going to be a good teammate, then you got to run back. Got to run back when you're defending. No, the guy's a talented boy. We're saying the same things over and over again, but the number of times I've seen him in games where he's not sprinting back or running back, he's talking about body language, throwing his arms up in the air. No, he's a big problem.
Well, he's got talent,
But his big problem is understanding the game. It's been a problem since he come, and it hasn't changed now.
Do you know what? He probably does the best things in every game of football he plays in, but he outweighs it by the bad things he does.
I think people looking at me like, oh, Pogba should score goals, Pogba should do this. I think you putting me like as a striker, defender, and midfielder, but I just have to do my job. My job is to make the game. Sometimes if I can make the team win, I will do it.
Gary, we're talking about a World Cup winner here. Someone you described, I think, as the only world-class player in this United team.
We know he'll score goals, we know he'll get assists, but every single week, whether it be us or whether it be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer having to field questions about him, he needs to either settle down at the club or he needs to leave. We know his agent, we know the influence he has on him.
You know, you've been here long enough to know that when things aren't going well, we talk about crisis. When things are going well, it's a triumph. What's the reality?
It's our job.
And I don't think he leads by example.
Paul Pogba, captain. What do you make of that?
Absolutely love it.
Just came from my heart and been doing it, you know, all the games, the players, the group, the staff, we were all together, family, so what I did, it just came from my heart, so it just came naturally.
Les gars, on est à peut-être à 90 minutes d'écrire l'histoire. 90 minutes. Un match, on en a fait je sais pas combien de matchs dans notre carrière, dans notre vie, mais là c'est un match et là ça change tout, ça change toute l'histoire. Il y a deux équipes, il y a une coupe. Eux c'est pareil, ils ont envie. On a perdu une finale, on sait, on l'a encore ici, on l'a encore là, on l'a encore dans la tête. Aujourd'hui on va pas laisser une autre équipe prendre ce qu'il y a.
You know, I don't like to talk about the past, I like to talk about the future and the present, because that's what matters.
I think as players, you want your best players playing, and he's definitely one of Man United's best players.
Paul Pogba, a footballing star reincarnate. Herrera's cross, Pogba! Can you stop him now? He has found himself strutting his stage.
Leaving two in his wake.
Allowed to run for Pogba! Belter! Pogba! Pogba spears one into the bottom corner. And Pogba, delightful. That's a sweet, sweet goal. Delicious from Paul Pogba. And he is off to a flyer too.
But we've all known that he's had this under his bonnet. We all know what talent he's got.
What's been missing before?
I think people have questioned his discipline.
Both sides, defensively, attacking-wise, he was excellent, wasn't he?
He also stepped it up defensively. He put his body in there. Yeah, and he made it his game.
What a ball from Pogba. He doesn't even have to look. He knows that Rashford's gone.
Devastated from Manchester United. Pogba's pass is world class.
First of all, Pogba down the left-hand side. He can manipulate the ball so well to buy himself that little bit of time.
Well, it's absolute class, isn't it? The quality that he shows here in such a tight space. Manchester United in front. Because on his weaker side, that is tremendous. What a hit.
From the man who is their top scorer. Paul Pogba takes his tally to 14 for the season.
What a goal from Manchester United's point of view.
arriving in the middle. Here he goes! Paul Pogba! 2-0 Manchester United.
Pogba turning off Kris and rolling it in here for Ibrahimovic. 2-1 United. Down here for Paul Pogba. United in the game. Not done yet. Perhaps today Pogba was bound to have his say. Sanchez. Pogba! 2-2! In a flash, the scene has changed. Shades of red on this blue day. It ain't done yet.
Now Pogba in a bit of space. Takes a deflection, it's in. The world's most expensive player justifies his price tag with a defining moment in Manchester United's biggest game of their season.
Not many people have scored a goal in the World Cup final.
It was the best feeling ever.
Griezmann, Pogba! Pogba! For France, and possibly now the world! An iconic French goal for Paul Pogba, who has come to the party and just might have won it!
He will stay in history.